Hello. Hello. Let me see if I can turn on some more light back here. Looks a little dark. All right, that's a little better. I know that's like, I don't know what's going to help that light. Let's do that. There we go. Hello. Welcome. Honey, you want to shut your door? Yeah, he needs to shut his door so I won't wake a little bit up. Hola, ¿cómo está? Muy bien, gracias. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Honey. Okay, we're going to do Diddy first. Welcome, come on in. Come in, come in, and come in. Hello, Lizzie. So nice to see you. Sydney, Australia. Honey, you shut the door? Okay. You did?
And I will.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it.
Okay, let me know if I'm too loud.
Okay.
Please. Thank you. This hair. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Melissa. How are you? I'm doing awesome tonight. I hope you guys are too. Hello, Marshawn. So good to see you. Hello, Melissa. Lord. Being used how? Oh, being sued. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Okay, hold on, guys. Let me go turn up the alarm system. It's the Mimi Show. Okay, let's get started, guys. Because really, Melissa said that Tyler Perry has SA'd one of his actors and harassed him, and he is suing him. Melissa got to have the tea going. For 4 years? Ooh, he might go to jail. Hollywood, they are industry just abusing people for no reason. They're monsters. That's why I don't want my daughter in Hollywood. I'd rather for her to be a doctor or nurse or just something she likes to enjoy, but not dealing with all that fame and fortune and Hollywood weird people. They're supposed to be some type of role models, but they are not. They are far from it. 260 million. $260 million? Well, he ain't going for no change. He's going for the gusto. Wow, he's in trouble. 260 million. They do. Fame to be abused. It's sad. It is sad. Good morning, Michelle. Welcome, beautiful. And they dragged Christina Keys into the lawsuit as a victim as well. Wow. Okay, guys. Let's get through Diddy. Okay, let's see. Oh, he's got 2 videos today. Video. We're going to go into the Diddy trial. R. Kelly did something too. Tyler Perry took advantage of sexually assaulting and harassment. Do you guys want to hear it? Let's do it. R. Kelly was rushed to the Melissa, did you hear about R. Kelly? That's what Tyler Perry get for messing with the Queen of England. Trigger. Good question. That's a good question, Melissa. Will you stand by your friend? Are you going to go and hold his hand, Meghan? 260 million. Multiple men. Okay. Let me share my screen because Perez is going to tell us what you have already told us, Melissa. Multiple victims. Let's see what happened to R. Kelly first.
And most of what I am about to share is probably BS. Aaliyah's former abuser, R. Kelly, was recently rushed to the hospital for a suspected overdose. Alleged overdose. Everything I'm about to share is alleged by this one, who is thankfully locked up behind bars where he belongs. In a court filing that was submitted this week, R. Kelly's attorney, Bo D. Brindley, argues that when R. Kelly was in solitary confinement on the night of June the 12th, a staffer gave him more medication than usual.
Oh.
The next morning, he supposedly felt faint and dizzy. He fell to the ground, and as he attempted to stand up, then, quote, crawled to the door of the cell and lost consciousness.
No, Perez.
He was later rushed to the Duke University Hospital and claims that during the drive there, he overheard a prison officer complain, quote, "This is going to open up a whole new can of worms." Wait, how did he overhear that if he lost consciousness? He miraculously regained it to hear that very important piece of alleged information. R. Kelly was bedridden in the hospital for 2 days, allegedly. And while there, he discovered that he had been given an amount of prescribed meds that could have killed him.
Uh-oh.
You know, let me give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's say that was true. If you've been taking, I don't know, 2 pills a night for a long time, and if all of a sudden now you get 3 or 4, wouldn't you think that's odd?
Yeah, I wouldn't have taken it.
I mean, he's not the brightest, but also
my dear in trouble.
He would take some accountability, I think. He should. R. Kelly is also accusing the prison staff of taking away his necessary blood thinner medication, as well as refusing to let him undergo a doctor-recommended operation to remove blood clots in his legs and lungs, which, left untreated, are putting his life at stake. Doctors discovered the blood clots during his brief stay, and the surgery would require him to stay for another 2 weeks. Within an hour after the officers assigned to Kelly at the hospital checked in with officials at the prison, he was taken from the hospital against his will and against the directives of the doctors and returned to solitary confinement, where he's convinced he'll either be killed or left to die.
Why is he in solitary confinement?
Because of all of this, the 58-year-old wants out. He's requested a temporary release to home confinement because he truly believes his life depends on it. But because this is his third time he's made this request, he's going to stay locked up. In a response to the filing, a U.S. attorney argues that Kelly continues to paint himself a victim. The official declared, quote, "This is the behavior of an abuser and a master manipulator on display."
Yeah, Melissa.
The assistant United States attorney also accused the convict of knowingly submitting the action to a court that has no jurisdiction over his case. Why do that? The legal professional argues it was a ploy to let this court know that he is cold in prison and to criticize the medical care he is receiving in order to turn his situation into a grocery store checkout aisle tabloid.
Okay, we're going to move on from
They even accused him of making a mockery of the harm.
Thank you, Perez. We listened to it. We gave you a thumbs up, and we're supporting you. Thank you, Perez. We're going to move on to Tyler Perry. Medea.
Oh, boy. Obviously, this video deals with some very sensitive subject matter. Tyler Perry, the very prolific writer, director, actor, has a child with an ex-girlfriend. Wow. He's never publicly stated that he's gay or bi, but a new lawsuit is dragging him out of the closet in the worst way.
Oh.
Derek Dixon is an actor who has worked with Tyler Perry numerous times. And this male actor has just sued Tyler for sexual assault and harassment, spanning years. According to the just filed, actor has just sued Tyler for sexual with Tyler Perry numerous times. And this male actor has just sued Tyler for sexual assault and harassment, spanning years. According to the just filed lawsuit, Derek Dixon met Tyler Perry at an event back in 2019. In Derek's own words, Tyler picked him out of the crowd and asked for his phone number, suggesting he might have a role for him. And he did. Tyler gave Derek a small role in 2 episodes of a show called Ruthless. Then, shortly after meeting him in January of 2020, Derek says that Tyler invited him to his Atlanta home, and he accepted, hoping to build a friendship that could lead to more acting work. But according to this new lawsuit, while he was at Tyler's home, Derek, the male actor, drank too much and ended up sleeping in a guest room. Not alone, however. In the lawsuit, Derek claims that Tyler got into bed with him and started touching his thighs.
Oh.
Although he rejected Tyler's advances that night, Derek claims that Perry remained interested.
Okay,
Shortly after that, Derek got a job, a full-time gig, working for Tyler Perry. He landed the role of Dale in the TV show.
Okay, let me show you the guy they're talking about. They're talking about this guy right here, very handsome guy, the white guy. Just wanted you guys to see it. Oh, they spent the night together?
The Oval. Wonderful opportunity for him. However, he claims it was around this time that Tyler also started sending him sexually suggestive text messages, including asking what Drew's sexual preferences were and telling him he has sex with men. In this text message, Tyler Perry messaged Derek a photo of himself. The actor responded, nice picture. Yeah, the water does look calm. Tyler responded, nice picture. The male thespian said, great, amazing, awesome picture. Tyler then shot back, you don't see that stud in that nice picture? Rude. And then the poor actor said, yes, that's a stud, talking about Tyler Perry.
Ooh.
Here, the actor was texting with Tyler about creating something together.
Ooh.
And Tyler making it seem like they could work together in that capacity. Here, Tyler texted Derek, you know what I cook, Derek? Spaghetti, cake. You, Tyler said to him, I'm so drunk, talking shh. Oh, wow.
I'm going to cook you.
Then there was this very inappropriate text from his boss.
Look at this. He's in trouble. Tyler Perry is going down. You have just messed up. He's talking like a little, not naughty to this guy, Derek, but he's not, it is inappropriate. Like, I'm the hot guy. Who says that? Who sends pictures to a guy? What man sends pictures to a guy and say, don't I look good? Normally you... Yeah, why she say she know Tyler Perry and she was there when it all happened? She saw the text. Lord, I like when you say that, Melissa. Lord. Okay, what is going on to take for you to have guiltless sex? Oh my God. What's it going to take for you to have guiltless sex? Have you all find that yet in therapy? Yes, it's the exact same thing of a car, Geo Metro. Unfortunately, Derek, I have friends who are in their 50s and 60s who are still dealing with that, and it's so sad. You can have freedom from religious guilt and still believe in Christ. What it's going to take for you to have guiltless sex? That's what you get for messing with the Queen of England. Okay? You got to be more careful who you mess with.
To the actor saying, what's it going to take for you to have guiltless sex? Jesus. Or this one where he's seemingly trying to get Derek to hook up. What are you doing, Derek? Just talking to my sister, he responded. Eye roll, fine, good night. I'll go through the 600 people in my phone book. Okay. Oh my goodness, Tyler Perry's exhausting.
Yes.
Or this exchange. I would hope that you would let someone hold you and make love to you. You are missing the best years of your life, my friend. Trust me. I hope you get past that block in your mind soon. What does this have to do with work?
Nothing whatsoever, Perez Hilton. This guy is in trouble. Tyler Perry has just got himself into some trouble. What did he think? That he could trust this guy? Watch these people start coming out the woodwork on him. This isn't the only guy. We're talking about it now, highly sensitive. He's a predator. Yeah. He seems that way, though. Doesn't he come across that way? So these are the text messages from Tyler Perry telling him, don't you want to have guiltless sex? Hope that you would let someone hold you and make love to you. You are missing the best blank of your life, my friend. Trust. Hope you get past that blank mind soon. Well, it's not this person, but yes, I want that too. I'm working on it. Therapy is helping. This is crazy.
This is so unprofessional.
It's so crazy, Perez. Let me give you a thumbs up. It's hilarious. It's not hilarious. It's a shame. Shame on you, Tyler Perry. Listen to this.
Jesus. Clearly, Tyler Perry was infatuated with this guy.
Yes, he's nice.
He would text him so much, almost as much as Blake Lively likes to text. The guy's got a lot of receipts. Talking about Derek being thick in his jeans. Jesus Christ. Jesus!
Oh,
you're so beautiful. When you finally are able to unlock your mind, you're going to make that person crazy, he told the actor. God. You are the rose, Tyler texted Derek. But you are so blocked that you refuse to be smelt or opened. Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
But you are.
And poor Derek keeps talking about being in therapy. Ay, ay, ay. He probably feels pressure to say that just to try and get Tyler Perry to shut up. I don't even know if I could say this word. H to the O to the R to the N to the Y. Why would you be telling an employee that? I don't like being, oh my God. I feel sorry for the first person that flirts with me.
Oh,
Jesus. Tyler trying to get him to go on a boat trip with him. And Derek not going on that boat trip. Derek says in the lawsuit that his character Dale was written as a gay, homeless, and desperate store clerk who had to sleep with other characters for a place to stay. He claims that's exactly what Tyler Perry told him he was looking for in a real-life sexual partner, someone who'd be loyal and dependent upon Tyler. Derek says he feared his career would be derailed if he flatly rejected Tyler, so instead, he told him he just wasn't the sexual type. But he was always terrified he'd lose his job if he complained of sexual harassment. That explains all the "I'm in therapy, therapy will help me" text messages. The lawsuit claims that Tyler invited Derek to Atlanta later in 2020, and things allegedly took a dark turn.
Uh-oh.
Derek claims that Perry greeted him warmly, but quickly started a sexually charged conversation, like asking him if he likes it rough in bed, and then grabbed Derek by the throat while saying, "Look how excited you just got," according to the lawsuit. Derek says that he pushed Tyler away, and that was the end of that alleged incident. The lawsuit includes years of text messages, some of which we already went through. Some I haven't, including this one text that Tyler sent him that read, "No straight man would be going on walks with you or cooking dinner for you unless they wanted to F you. I would F-U-C-K you."
It's over for Tyler Perry. He can hang it up. He done added himself to Diddy. I mean, he's not as worse as Diddy, but he's in trouble. He's in some trouble. Some trouble. You are in trouble. First of all, you're harassing this young guy. You were supposed to be working with him. Were you using him? He was trying to use this guy for sex. This is a trip. Tyler Perry is off his rocker. This is a shame. Let me go get my fan. I'm hot. Oh, here it is. Can you guys believe this? Can you believe it? Oh my goodness. This is something else. What are you guys saying in the chat? Holler. Woohoo. It's harassment. I knew it was something, Michelle. So it's harassment. Remember Meghan stayed at this house? Yeah, they did. I believe, Lizzie, it's going to all come out. I think we are about to see something go boom, which we already are seeing it go boom, because the text messages are so damaging. He flat out wanted to have sex with this guy. Hello, Richie. Great to see you. Welcome. What do you think about Tyler Perry? Michelle thinks he's a predator. Tyler Perry is on a yacht today with his new bae, Brian, Mariah Carey's ex. What? See, Melissa, you need to be up here on the platform telling us all the juicy gossip. Michelle. Mariah and Tyler sharing men, Lord. Lizzie, yes. When they first came to America from the UK, do I have to go over there? Because if I do, then, I don't want to have to go over there. I don't want to go up there for the christening. He just the queen. He had one side of the story about the queen, about Meghan, gave him one-sided. He believed her and went ahead and started supporting her and saying something about his childhood and his parents' abuse and so on and so on. And then he said that people shouldn't have to make them stay where they don't want to be. They should be able to go where they want to. So he saw that they were damsel in distress. So he sent his private plane to go pick up Meghan and Harry and let them stay at his house until they found the house in Montecito. I heard she was getting upset with the staff, and Tyler Perry didn't like that. Tyler Perry, you didn't got caught. You didn't got caught up. Betty's godfather.
The most aggressive incident allegedly happened in June of 2021, again at Tyler's Atlanta home. Dixon was staying in the guest room, he claims, wearing only his underwear when he says Tyler came in to give him a goodnight hug. He alleges that Perry yanked down his underwear, groped his butt, and said, relax, and just let it happen.
Wow.
And assured him it wasn't going to hurt. Dixon says he managed to rebuff this advance by changing the subject. According to the suit, Dixon finally filed a complaint with Equal Employment and Opportunity Commission in June of last year, and then quit.
He went to EEOC, the Equal Opportunity place, and filed a suit against him. Interesting. I've done that. I've had to call EEOC and say, wait a minute, they are mistreating me. They are, I am being discriminated against. It didn't get anywhere.
The Oval, saying he can no longer put up with the alleged sexual harassment. Dixon is suing Tyler and Tyler Perry Studios for quid pro quo and workplace sexual harassment and sexual assault and battery. He is seeking $260 million in damages. Tyler's attorney, however, says this is an individual who got close to Tyler Perry for what now appears to be nothing more than setting up a scam. But Tyler will not be shaken down, and we are confident these fabricated claims of harassment will fail.
I don't know. You've got text messages that definitely make it seem like inappropriate harassment. The sexual assault might be harder to prove if there were no witnesses, but harassment from a boss?
Yeah.
Inappropriateness?
Yeah.
This is going on those texts that can be verified?
Mm-hmm.
Not looking good. Not
Thoughts? Looking good.
Let's discuss in the comments.
Thank you, Perez. Not looking good. Look how they looking at Tyler Perry. He in trouble. He is trending. He is in some serious, serious trouble. Oops. All right, guys. Okay, tell me what you want to watch. We can either do Diddy or we can go to Meghan. But I don't want to get too behind on Diddy. I did too, Marshawn. Not happening. Highly, I feel yuck. Sick, pay for your rent, boys. Tyler, 260 million. Where you get that figure from? Be different if y'all slept together. That's a lot of money. Yeah, he was on her he was on the Netflix special. Talking stupid. Talking stupid.
Oh my God. Whenever I want to tap out of this disgustingness, I am sucked back in because every day at court is crazier than the last.
Yep.
Hello, my friend. It is Perez, the queen of all media, the original influencer, and your #1 source for everything Diddy drama.
Yeah, Melissa,
we are back at federal court in New York as the prosecution is winding down their case against the disgraced music mogul. He is facing charges of trafficking, racketeering, and things started out in spectacular fashion today with both the defense and prosecution getting a scolding by the judge. Judge Subramanian reprimanded all the attorneys over an article that he said revealed details of a sealed proceeding. Translation, somebody in that courtroom, a lawyer, is blabbing to the press. My guess, his side, duh. Subramanian said, well, someone is lying after lawyers from both sides said they didn't know who could have leaked the information.
Ooh.
One or more people in this courtroom or the designated people who were here on Friday flagrantly violated the court's orders. The judge scolded them.
Uh-oh.
And he was not done. Judge Subramanian said that he would be investigating and threatened to punish any violations, citing his order that threatens punishment as severe as criminal contempt or sanctions. The judge also warned both sides that he would seize their electronic devices and compel people to testify under oath if any other violation occurs. And the judge specifically singled out U.S. lead attorney Maureen Comey and Mark Agnifilo, the lead defense lawyers, saying there is no passing the buck anymore. The buck stops with you. If anything happens, lead counsel is responsible. I love this judge.
They're trying to get that mistrial.
A reminder, a juror was kicked off the jury yesterday for not being entirely truthful about where he lived and who he lived with. And there's drama with another juror. It is expected that that situation will be resolved today. Juror number 6 is the one who got kicked out yesterday. Juror number 7 is rumored to have been blabbing about the proceedings outside of court. Ooh. A big no-no. A no-no. No. And when I tell you today's going to be a good...
We talked about that the other day, guys. If you were on this trial and you had to go home after, whatever, but you have a conversation with your husband or whoever's in the house with you about this case, would you bring it up? Would you talk about it? Wouldn't it be difficult not to? Yeah. Okay. They want to be seen. Then here's the thing about the juror. They didn't already kick juror number 6 off. This one is in trouble because it is talking too much. So it might get kicked off too.
The day, an explosive day. I'm not understating it because before the first witness to testify took the stand, Brendan Paul took the stand, not to testify, but to invoke his Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination before taking the stand later today. Brendan Paul is one of Diddy's many former personal assistants.
And yes, he was granted an immunity order, which requires him to tell the truth to protect himself from prosecution.
Okay, Michelle.
And up first, speaking to the jury today, was Delisa Penland, who also was on the witness stand yesterday. She is a special agent with the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York. She helped walk the jury through texts and calls and timelines and charts. All of that could be very helpful for the jury when they begin deliberating. Delisa also helped the jury go through bank receipts and invoices, including one where he was charged $46,000 for damages to a penthouse suite after a freak-off. That must have been the freakiest of freak-offs. That's a lot of damage, $46,000 for what?
$46,000 for them to fix a room after he done freaked it off. That's just rounded off to 50,000 to make it easier. 50,000. That is something else. What was he doing on the ceiling, on the wall? Did he put oil on the wall? Did he just lose his mind? Just nasty. He did replace the whole suite. They had to redo that whole suite. That's how much the suite probably cost. He was in the penthouse. He tore that penthouse to pieces. I bet it stank in there. Lord. Put some holes in the walls, tore up the sheets, tore up the TV. He was in there acting a fool.
A night of party, or maybe it was 3 days, because you know those freak-offs lasted a very long time.
Yeah, they do.
The bill came from the Intercontinental in Times Square, New York City, in October of 2012 for loss, penthouse damage.
Oh.
His bill was paid by his American Express credit card, which that month racked up $944,000 in charges. It was so much that it had to be paid off from several bank accounts. The good news is this. If anything, Diddy will at least get convicted of prostitution. He faces many years behind bars for each count. And we heard from many escorts in court. So if the government loses on racketeering and trafficking charges, I would hope that the prostitution charges are a slam dunk, no-brainer, easy conviction, and he'll be behind bars probably for the rest of his life just on that. Special Agent Penland testified about his company paying these S workers to travel. That will help get convictions on the other charges. The prosecution has been working to build their case that Diddy's businesses amounted to a criminal enterprise that existed or helped fulfill his card.
Everybody that's just been testifying against him has immunity. Because they're turning over state federal evidence.
Carnal desires. Oh my God! I love that we know every detail. Today, we have now learned that Diddy had fine taste in candles. Despicable human, but A+ candle connoisseur, and I love a good candle. This is my favorite brand as well.
Which one?
Charge of almost $800 was shown to the jury for deep teak candles.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Bays is my favorite scent. Oh, so
I've
good.
never heard of those.
Today, we saw some text messages between his former chief of staff and co-conspirator, Christina Coram, and a former assistant of Diddy's. It shows that Christina was actively involved in the cover-up after that infamous fight with him and Cassie at the Intercontinental Hotel in Los Angeles, where we saw that security camera footage. For example, Christina texted his former assistant, Ellie, "I'm going to ask just to cover damages." Or this other text from Coram to the assistant, "Say they had a fun drunk night to try and get more info." Oh my God. The jury was shown more freak off footage today. Only they can see it. Nobody else in the courtroom.
If I was one of those jurors and saw one of those tapes, I would be looking at Diddy funny for the rest of the trial. I would probably just be looking over there at him and just being like, I just saw you in the corner with your Tootsie Roll. The Tootsie Roll. The Tootsie Roll. Oh, the Tootsie Roll. You're just in the corner with your Tootsie Roll with that hat on, acting a fool. Probably looking like Darth Vader. Yeah, he loves watching too. Oh, Tootsie Roll. Oh, Tootsie Roll. Side-eye Diddy. I'd be like, in the courtroom, I'd be one of the jurors. They would have to talk to me. Miss, come here. Quit looking at Diddy like that. Now, I know you done saw the freak off tapes. Stop looking at him like that. Okay? It ain't, it's just, don't do that.
You can see it. It's not shown on the monitors. So it's unclear exactly what was shown.
So how are we supposed to know if they ain't going to show us? I guess I ain't in the courtroom, so I wouldn't get to see anyway. But it ain't fair. We've been through the trial this far. We should be able to see it. Okay. Imagine someone who hasn't ever watched Corn or is super vanilla seeing that for the first time. Probably made them sick to their stomach. Probably said, what the hell? What am I watching? Probably some, Corn. Yep, heart attack. I would need therapy. I would. Because you can't get that image out of your head once you see it. Once you see it, it's locked in there forever. Lots of therapy.
A shocking confession from Diddy, plus his former assistant / drug mule, still to come on the witness stand. Both of those coming up in another video later today. I will post that shortly.
You are not going to believe what this monster's attorney.
Uh-oh. Hold on to your seats.
He's told the judge today, and what he told his ex, Cassie. Hello, my friend. It is Perez, the queen of all media, the original influencer, and your #1 source for everything Diddy drama. I already made one video today about all that went down in the courtroom. Make sure to watch that to be fully caught up. So let's pick up where we left off.
Before his drug mule takes the witness stand under immunity, a special agent was on the stand going over lists and charts and texts and invoices. Some of these texts have been presented to the jury before, but it's helpful for them to see it all cleanly and pretty from the prosecution.
And perfect.
Such as this disgusting text that Diddy sent Cassie after he beat her up. Quote, baby,
Pastor.
I can't say it enough. I'm so sorry.
That's it.
F you. The defense brought up text messages where Cassie seemed like a happy participant. No. This is interesting. They had a safe word. Cassie was role-playing with Diddy. She told him to meet her at the Hermitage Hotel bar where I am not Cassie and you're not Sean. If he needed to break character, the safe word would be pineapple. But Cassie had previously testified to participating in this as a last-ditch effort to save their relationship.
Wow.
The defense showed the jury a text from Cassie to Diddy that said, I love you so much. You make me a better woman, daughter, sister.
I remember that text.
Ventura also thanked Combs for showing me love and happiness the way it's supposed to be. The defense was doing their defense and reminding the jury. Cassie texted Diddy, I bought the sexiest outfits for later. I've been really HORN, why?
Or this other message to him, I'll be the nastiest freak, bitch. And that was a wrap on the federal agent. Unfortunately, court wrapped for the day before Brendan Paul, his former drug mule, was able to take the witness stand.
Oh.
He will be testifying tomorrow. And the prosecution told the court that they are expecting to wrap up their case on Friday.
Oh.
After the jury was done for the day, the judge cleared the courtroom to address the second juror drama. As of right now, the public doesn't know what happened there. Hopefully we'll get an update tomorrow on that. And in perhaps the most surprising development, we are way ahead of schedule. The judge had told the jury that he expected them to begin deliberating no later than 4th of July, around there. That might actually start to happen next week. People magazine is reporting exclusively that Diddy will not take the witness stand. He will not testify in his defense. In fact, his lead attorney, Mark Agnifilo,
let's be clear. Diddy will not be testifying on his behalf. He is going to sit over there next to his lawyer and let his lawyer handle it. He does not want to be cross-examined, I'm sure, because he would probably get ate up from the flow up.
Told the judge that their defense is not going to last very long.
Oh,
quote, it could be shorter than 2 days.
Oh,
we're making adjustments as we go.
2 days, only 2 days. Wow. That's not a defense. That's a chit chat. That's a chit chat.
Wow.
That is not a defense.
That means as soon as the prosecution wraps up on Friday, it's time for the defense to go.
So about a week.
They are not going to call many witnesses. And the judge confirmed, quote, we could be looking at charging the jury next week. I'll get some of that Celsius the kids are drinking, referring to the energy drink, so that he can prepare his final instructions to the jury.
Keep it shut.
If the jury doesn't take that much time deliberating, we could get verdicts next week. For anybody in the legal field, how can we interpret his defense being possibly less than 2 days? Is that a good sign that they feel strong in their case? Or is it a bad sign? I don't know. Does that mean they think they're going to get, not guilty verdicts? If you're a lawyer or a legal professional.
If I was Diddy, I would be concerned. I would be concerned about my lawyers because they don't seem to have much to go on if they're just going to be there for 2 days and they don't have any witnesses or anything to help this case out. Yeah, this thing is wrapping up.
How do you interpret the 2 days or less, or maybe 3, but maybe less than 2 days? What does that tell us? Y'all, this has been so draining on so many levels, but
thanks for
your support by viewing.
All right, guys. Now, earlier today, we were watching Meghan's podcast, her interview. And honestly, guys, I can't do that tonight or I'll fall asleep. So we're going to do oh, there, okay. Okay, hopefully I can find it. Tyler Perry sued for $260 million. You in trouble, Tyler. I'm going to show you the social media too. Trying to compete with the royal family. They're always trying to compete with them. God, I wanted to see that. Oh, okay. Let's see. I think I got it in here. Okay, there's two videos I want to show you. There's one video. Okay. This is Dear Auntie FEMA. Will you review Meghan Markle's baby bump?
In the delivery.
Okay.
It's so ludicrous.
Okay. So she has her own podcast. She's got it going on, and she's talking about Meghan and Harry. And she's concerned about the baby bump. So let's see what she says about Meghan's baby bump. And she talks about pop culture and so on and so on. So she's really good, in my opinion. So let's see what she has to say about Meghan. Because normally she's Team Meghan. But today she's not. And I don't know how to pronounce her name. And I cut through the middle.
To me that I even have to say, but I have to address it. We are here because people are up in arms over a post Meghan put up in relation to celebrating her daughter's 4th birthday. And so they were showing the journey and how they were dancing in preparation for her to come because her 2 pregnancies, the babies were a week late. I saw it. I did not think anything of it other than how fast time flies. That was it. I didn't think of anything other than that.
Yep.
So let me just get my computer. So I had a beautiful Fulmination sister who sent me
it's gonna be good.
a note. And I thought it was strange because, let me just get to it. There you go. I got a message that said, "Hello, Fumi, you look great. We miss you in the squad corner." Again, I read all of your messages. So I responded because I thought it was just a strange comment. And I said, "Oh, I miss you too, beautiful. I'm always with our squads." And I was writing, I said to myself, did I miss something of which I wrote? Did I miss an update? Hugs and kisses. XOXO, mwah. I didn't think anything of it because I hadn't seen anything. But then upon reflection, I do realize that I'm not on you too, beautiful. I'm always with our squads. And I was writing, I said to myself,
what squad?
Did I miss something of which I wrote? Did I miss an update? Hugs and kisses. XOXO, mwah. I didn't think anything of it because I hadn't seen anything. But then upon reflection, I do realize that I'm not on social media as much, again, because of all the things that I have to do in preparation for the meet and greet next month, my brand and all of that. It's a lot for me, and I am a very, very hard worker, and I pay a lot of attention to detail, and I do everything myself. I'm going to be delegating. I promise you, I'm going to be delegating. Until another Fulmination niece sent me this. That was when I began to pay attention, and I pinned it in the comment section. She goes on to say, "Dear Auntie Fumi, will you do a video about Meghan Markle twerking and slut dropping in the delivery suite? I thought it was gross on many levels. Would love your take on it. Apologies for putting my question here on this video. Thanks, Auntie Fumi." You know what? I didn't need some water because I was speechless. I was speechless because
she said she was speechless. Speechless. People are talking about this baby bump. People are talking about this bump, that she did not have any kids, that the bump doesn't look real, that it looks like a pillow, that it's fake. In the way it was moving, it looked fake. It just didn't look real.
When I was pregnant, I swam. Happy Saturday, my loves. So this is me officially 9 months.
Wow.
Just look. Ooh. I still feel fantastic. I still feel good. It's been such a pleasure carrying him. I hope he's as proud of me as I am as proud of him. I don't know what to say. I'm so overwhelmed because it's coming to an end and it feels like it happens. So anyway, I'm feeling and seeing signs of delivery anytime.
Her body, ain't she? She ain't hiding nothing. She got her chocolate chip all in the opening. Well, okay. I do have a baby bump picture too. But I got some underwear, I got some pants on underneath. It's just the belly. Yep, round bump, just nothing but belly.
Body's ready. Yes, let's do this. I'm so excited. I'm so stoked. Yes, baby. I'm a strong mama. So I just want to give you guys an update, okay? Mama is 9 months, and technically you're supposed to have to like 40 weeks. So we'll see. Okay, my loves? Happy Saturday. Have a wonderful weekend. Love you. I swam. I danced literally every other day. For those of you that are OG Fulmination followers, you know. And all I could eat was oatmeal and salad. That's all I could take in without throwing up. But when I tell you that I danced and I moved around and being in... Adrian, let me check. Wait, hold on, guys. Ula, is he okay? Why is he crying? You're going down? Okay. Sorry. I can't stand it when Adrian cries and I don't get up. The nanny is there, Ula is there, and still I feel as if he needs me, Anyway, like I was saying, I'm going to put this down. Needless to say, I swam, I ran around, I did all of that. And when I announced that I was expecting, I was 8 months pregnant, my tummy was out to here. And somebody said, oh, is it prosthetic? I thought it was very odd. I wasn't offended. I just thought I was just reflecting on the stupidity of the individual. But, did I care? No. Needless to say, we have this young niece who is telling me that she is behaving slutty, that she's this and that. And I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed because I now see without a shadow of a doubt that they will always come for Meghan. They will always find something wrong with her. They will always push that narrative in the media. Anything this woman does. And Meghan, I am so sorry. I am so sorry that this has had to be part of your life. It won't last forever. And you will always have me to support you. Please don't misunderstand me. If Meghan does something wrong, I will say so. But this is ridiculous. Do you know how?
You need to expand outside of what you know about Meghan, okay? And so she's in support of her, which is fine. Who cares? But didn't you see the bump? Didn't it look weird? And didn't it also look slutty?
How many women are athletes? We had Serena Williams, who was playing tennis when she was expecting. We have so many athletes. We have so many dancers. Go to TikTok. You will see so many women in different stages of pregnancy, still moving, still lifting weights, still dancing. In Africa, they will get up every single day and they go to the market with baskets on their head. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? What are we talking? The ridiculousness of it all.
Okay, we're moving on from her. We're moving on, but she make me mad. But she pissed me off. Let's go. Let's move on. So Tyler Perry has come out and said something. Moving on. We're moving on up. To the east side. Okay. Normally, I would play the current video, but since we are behind on Proper Wise Guy and I like him, let's see what other videos he has that we haven't seen. Here we go. This right here.
Folks, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, oh, please, have to be absolutely crushed this week. They have to be crushed. They are deflated at the moment. The air is the hot air, if you can believe it. Think about this. She went on that whole gangbusters, PR, whatever. She's like, oh my God, I'm going to blow off all my fireworks because I've got my big shindig coming up where I get to do another stupid speech and walk on another carpet probably. And then that got shot to shit. And she's just like, got nothing. Stugotz. She's got El Dicko. Oh, please. She's got more balls in her head. She couldn't come up with nothing. She's got 27 people working for her. They couldn't figure out something. Nothing in the vault. Don't want to bring up some video about Guy. Oh my God. I just found another video about Guy passing away. Here's his surgery videos. I mean, anything. Throw up anything. Another stupid kid video. They couldn't get any kids this week. Couldn't take any dumb photos.
I think we saw.
I'm telling you, they are cooked. They are defeated this week. It is over. And she's probably like, oh my God, I'm not going to just put out something that doesn't just blow the, it's got to be fantastic. It's like, I've got nothing, H. Oh, please, Megsy, I've had nothing since I married you. Please, don't look at me. Please, I didn't have anything before, I bet you. I certainly don't have anything now. You took it, everything. You rang me draw. Please, Megsy. Maybe we should go back to Colombia. They were real nice to us there. I don't know what's going on.
My husband hates
saw this.
So he hates.
Listen to this. So yesterday I report 4 people gone.
6.
And if you haven't seen that video, you should watch.
We watched this one already.
All right, folks, what's going on, everybody? Folks, got a huge show here today. Listen, I know that you were concerned, as was I.
Let me show her Instagram page with her posting the Father's Day tribute to Harry. This is a cute video. How selfish. It's a cute video. I think it's an adorable video of him and his kids. But what I do see, what I'm missing out of this video is the fact that no one has met their kids. Their family has not met their kids. They're keeping their kids hostage. So when I look at this and watch Harry be this father, I can't help but to think about his father and the fact that he won't allow him to see the kids. He said he's not bringing the kids to the UK. It's too dangerous. Oh, Susan. Help me out, Susan. I'm going to have to wait for the Paula video. I'm with y'all. What clothes is she putting on these kids? She can dress in designer clothes, but she ain't putting them on no cutesy pootsy. Kara's always got on something cute. All right, I've seen enough. Let's go back to our video, guys.
What's going on? What's the deal? We have not heard from the operatives known as Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, aka the Dark Markle and Sizzle Nuts. Oh, please. AKA, this is it depends what agency they refer to, and if they're individual or as a couple.
Right.
One of their code names is or Ginger Sizzle Nuts and Flamingo Devitt Butts. Another agency refers to them as Captain Cuck and his wife Anything for a Buck. All right, these are alleged. This is, you can look these up in records. Okay, it's alleged.
Hello, Catherine.
We haven't heard anything from him. I'm sure you were thinking the same thing. I'm like, do I need to reach out to Hot Big Bag of Wind, Harpo Winfrey? And say, you need to go check on your neighbors. Maybe I could reach out to Cuckoo Bird Katy Perry, who goes to space and stares at a camera instead of looking out in space. They were up there for 5 minutes and she stared in the camera the whole time. Okay, great. Why even send them to space? Why don't you just sit them on the ground and they can all look in their phones? I'm getting off topic.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, what's going on? By the way, you guys are nailing it in the comments. All right. Listen to these theories. They're new. This is one that I liked a lot. They're new PR people. If you can keep up with who's coming and going, are like disruptive. You know what I mean? They like to do like shock and awe things. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. That's good. I like that. Another one was this. This was my fave. It said they haven't done nothing this week because their handlers are busy with all the other nonsense that's going on. And I think you know what I'm talking about. All the, all the stuff that's happening in all the cities. That takes a lot of manpower. They're busy. Shicey's like, oh my God, please, I need something for the gram. So they put together this whole shindig for Father's Day. Oh, do anything to protect my family. Oh, except stay home. Oh, please, I can't stay home. Hell with that. What? I'll go to China and talk for no apparent reason. Oh, hello there, konnichiwa. All right, so here's the big shindig for H's Father's Day. Okay, I watched this once or twice now, and let's just go over this real quick. Okay, here we go.
Help us.
No music. It's to that. I think it's Jason Mraz, whatever, however you say it. All right, here we go. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna try to refrain. Okay, so we got a bocce ball set up here. Everything's barefoot. Okay.
I do not like that
little person. Okay. Now keep in mind how they go through all these images so fast and everything, and just see. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. All right, now, okay, let's just watch the whole thing before I do my whole analysis. No offense, you couldn't really tell, who's who and what's what. You know what I mean? They're both the same size, dark curly hair, you know what I mean? Who knows who this is?
I don't like that outfit.
She's got the same dress every shot. Who are those two kids? They look like two boys running. Oh, barefoot. I love it. Okay. Now, this is the infamous driveway. Just pin in that, okay? Pin in this. This is where they take all their photos. Why? Who knows? Here's little Betty running. That's nice. Oh, we can only afford one bicycle. All right, let's play this again. So here we go. Okay. Wait. Gander this. So I don't know whose feet are these? Is this Archie's feet behind him? In this little Betty's head? Come on. Come on. What kid has ever sat like this on their parents' lap with their feet behind them? So he's on his knees somehow? What? Yes, Archie has extremely horrible knees now. Yeah, he needs a knee replacement from all these weird positions. What is going on? Okay, this could be anybody. That's probably from that, their whole alleged, the hospital thing. Bocce ball court. He took his one slipper off here. Random. Okay. Another slipper off here, maybe. I don't know. What is going? Why did I play with the ball? Oh, Archie, use my slippers. It's a new thing. Oh, they got a little ball. Okay, like a golf ball. All right. Okay. Clearly a posed photo here.
Yeah, that is.
Oh, hey, how are you doing? You'll never see
That
me
is
again, so take a good look. Now he's, running in whatever, barefoot, same kind of dress. This is, the whole deal here. Okay. I'm sure I'm missing a lot, but I'm trying to, Now he's dancing with little Archibald. Isn't this the same kitchen that they're always in? But allegedly this isn't their kitchen? How much do they spend if they are renting this kitchen, allegedly? How much do they spend renting this kitchen out? Everything's in the kitchen, by the way. There's no other rooms. Maybe, who knows? Okay. This looks like a Disney. Don't these look like ears?
Yeah.
Doesn't this look Disney-ish? Doesn't this look like Mickey Mouse ears? Am I just seeing it? Maybe there's a lot of toys like that. I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't really have a Mickey vibe. Okay, now look. If this is Little Betty, and this is Archibald Dinklage over here, they're damn near the same size. Okay. Okay. Archibald. Yeah, no, that's not your mom, Archibald. No, Archibald, no, that's not your mom. Look, I'm showing you the name of the horse. It's on the door. Stop calling that your mother. That's not your mother, Archibald. Please. Please. H looks great. Boy, he dresses like the dorkiest guy. He dresses like the nerdiest dude ever.
He's kind of
polo shirt, the whatever those khaki shorts are, the New Balance or whatever the hell he just looks like the most. Oh no, he's even Nikes, but they're still like some cheese ball things. You know what I'm saying? It's not cool shoes. Oh, way to go. Look at this. Stop. That's not your mother, Archibald. Please quit saying about mom. Okay, what's he doing here? Like, what are you doing? This is swampy. This disgusting waterfall here. Look at this. Like, what are you doing, dude? It's not like a pool waterfall here. They have a pool. Why are you doing this? I don't get it. Oh, don't you like that slum and that algae? Now, the kids damn near look the same size.
They do. He almost looks smaller.
Okay. What a room this is. What the hell? No wonder they don't let, if this is their house, which who knows. This looks like the same room that she has the couch in, that she does the podcast, just a different, whatever this is called, cover. Whatever, I don't know the terms, you know that deal. I don't know. This looks like the same weird room.
It does look like that room that she does our podcast in.
I've been in cheap 1-bedroom apartments that have nicer looking walls than this. I mean, what is going on here?
Kind of dull. Doesn't look that pretty and moderate.
Okay. A little Lily got her hair done, but same type of dress. Okay. I mean, all of this stuff really does look like photo. Like, it doesn't look spontaneous. You know what I mean? Like, all of it looks pre-planned in some way. Okay. This looks like alleged Archibald. Who's this?
Is that a mountain?
Or is this supposed to be Little Betty and this is Archibald? I don't know.
Is that a mountain? That's unusual.
Could they be any further away? Oh, please get a telephoto lens. We'll just go to the beach.
That's a beautiful view.
Film any random children. Okay.
Beautiful mountain. Beautiful view.
This is where Meghan loves to bring down the flowers. He's barefoot. Okay, I mean, all right, this whole situation. This is where they took the photo for Christmas. Why the hell would you take a Christmas photo here that didn't even look like a Christmas photo? Is this the bike that Mad Dogs donated? Yeah, we never even thanked him. Video. Oh yeah, he brought that. Remember that story, Mad Dog's bikes in Montecito? Mad Dog. You know, he went to drop off the bike and he just left it with the security. Look, we got a bicycle. It's free. Come on, that's my favorite. I don't pay for anything, please.
Hear this?
Even for you, little Archie Dinklage, please. Come on.
What do you mean she's up? She going back? Shoot, Lord, please don't let her get up. Is the lights off? Yeah, just take it in there, and if she's back asleep, then don't give it to her.
Does he have a pink helmet? What is going on? Is it white? Maybe it's white. Watch H run here, for crying out loud. Look at H. Oh my God. Holy crap. Look a little better here. Picking up speed. H's run is the best right here. This is awesome. This is awesome sauce right here.
Watch him run.
Wow. This is awesome. Right here. This is awesome. This is awesome sauce right here.
Awesome sauce.
Wow.
Looks like a little dork.
All right, here we go. Happy Father's Day. All right, beautiful. Look at that. Just 2 chairs. Just 2 chairs. Don't forget, this is a couple that has kids. Just 2 chairs. Okay, just keep that in mind. 2 chairs. You have a family and you just have 2 chairs. Keep that in mind. Yeah. This is just for, listen, you little shits. This is just for this mommy and her drinking buddies. Okay, please. Daddy doesn't even sit there. Okay, or whoever allegedly that he is. Oh my God. I don't know, folks. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Very suspicious.
Why, guys?
Very.
You know, it'll take Paula to really dissect that sucker. Look at that. Do y'all see that? Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Okay? Watch how fast Meghan is jerking. Oh my God.
All right, folks, what's going on, everybody? Folks, I'm going to tell you this right here, right now, all right? Whoever's running or directing or guiding, if that's even a possibility.
We watched a video earlier today. We watched half of it, and it was so boring. Meghan was not answering her questions. Amy, she was really relatable, the interviewer. She was really good at interviewing Meghan. She asked her about, failures and, what she could have done differently. Was she scared? And she was like, no, I'm perfect. I'm perfect. Everything is perfect. I'm great. Nothing's going on. I don't have any problems. I'm not a failure. Yes, you are. You failed at being a royal.
Meghan Markle train. It is not going well. It is off the rails.
Something's up.
All right. Every decision seems to be worse than the next. First of all, let's get this right out in the open.
Let me tell you guys, we were watching this today, and everything that came out of Meghan's mouth was a whole bunch of hogwash. It made no sense. She was making things up as she went along. It wasn't authentic. She wasn't a real. It was so fake. It was boring. She wasn't relatable, and it was sad. But I think they didn't have a good chemistry together because Emma, I believe that's her name, was taking some digs at Meghan a little bit. Like, yeah, I think you being more authentic is great for your, whatever. And Meghan was like, didn't you see the twerk video? She was so proud of that video. She is torn off that video. She is interviewing off of that dance. Like, she feels like she has become famous just because of this dance. You were famous when you met your husband, and then you became famous because even though you were on Suits, nobody knew who you were. And now you do an interview, and she ask some legitimate, great questions. You fell asleep watching it, Michelle. Hello, Doodoo Bird. Welcome. Meg is so full of herself. Why would you have her on the ads? Nothing to show. Here's the deal. Come on, guys, hit that like button for me. I appreciate it. Get it up to 100. It was so cringeworthy because she was so perfect. And she acted like she was on an interview, given, how successful she is. She's a female founder. I'm a CEO now, and I do this and I do that. And I'm accomplished. I've worked really hard. She's not relatable. And it's, as she sit here, you can tell the chemistry between these two are off.
Not only does she have like a breakdown in the trailer of all things, nothing goes her way in this trailer. All right. This is an experience that Meghan Markle has never even had to come close to experiencing. And this is just in the trailer. On top of that, there are so many bizarre connections here. Okay. We're going to get to a lot of things, on top of which, in my investigation into this trailer, and this whole Fugazi, this whole the psyop, this whole operative situation that's going from bad to worse, if that's even a possibility, I have discovered, like Jacques Cousteau here, I have discovered something that was anticipated to be a false.
Did you see Harry rub his breast? Did you see that? Did you guys see that? Put a 1 in the chat if you saw that. Interesting, Susan. Wouldn't that be something if he wasn't the king's son? That would be the biggest scandal there is. Yeah, did you see him rubbing on he was rubbing on that man's boob. That was a trip. Like, that is just, why is he doing that? What was that for? The man was like, oh, the slap bottom. We did. I read it. There was no video, Judy Bird. There was no video. It was just an article. So I really didn't have, a video of him actually slapping the butt. If I did, I would play that. Harry, get out of the closet. Oh, interesting. Look how Harry rubs this man's boob. Look. And look how Meghan can't act. You're predicting what she's going to do. Look at this.
In my investigation into this trailer and this whole Fugazi, this whole the psyop, this whole operative situation that's going from bad to worse, if that's even a possibility, I have discovered, like Jacques Cousteau here. Oh my
God.
I have discovered something that was anticipated to be a fake, a false flag operation, technically it's a false finger operation. Turns out it might have been legitimate, all right? Because there is going to be a discovery here. You thought me finding the heels, technically it's a false finger operation.
Look at that.
Turns out it might have been legitimate, all right? Because there is going to be a discovery here. You thought me finding the heels in the pregnancy hospital video was a discovery. Folks, I have broken new ground here that you're not going to believe. Let's get into this.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Shall we shot now or shall we shot?
Feeling it. All right, here we go.
Go Purple Wise guys. Get your groove on.
Still making from the young. Used to have a little, now I have a lot. No matter where I go, I know where I came from. Don't be fooled by the rock that I got. I'm just making from the yacht. Used to have a little, now I got a lot.
Listen to the song.
I know where H is.
That was easy.
So my parents named me Rachel Meghan Markle.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Folks, how you doing? How you feeling? How's everything going? Listen, Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being part of their show. Who loves you, baby? Listen, you guys are the best. All right, let's cut the hooey. You guys' comments are on point. You guys are funny. We got a great crowd here. We got a great crowd. Let me tell you that. We got a great crowd. Look.
Really, Heather?
Folks, there is so many connections and so much
Okay,
weirdness
I'll check
to
with
this
Paula.
whole diabolical thing. First of all, let's cover this, okay? Meghan Markle, in my opinion, Meghan Markle, I believe, is starting to swim so close. She's dipping her toes.
What thumbnail? Duty Bird? There wasn't a picture of him hitting anybody's butt. It was just an article, sweetheart. I'm not sure. Look at her feet. Oh, they ugly. Oh my God. I've never seen it like this before. Look at this foot. Look at this foot. Look at this toe. It's longer than the big toe, which is a sign of control. She got some ugly feet. I'm sorry, Meghan. What is that bone right there? And look at these shoes. Ooh, don't wear them. Oh my God. Wow, she's got some peculiar looking feet. I do not like them. Sam, I am. I do not like them here nor there. I do not like them anywhere. Oh, you said thumbnail. Was there a thumbnail with him? Wasn't you hear Duty Bird when I read about the slap? Flipper feet. Flipper feet. Look at that toe. They are not cute at all. My daughter has the cutest little feet. I like playing with them.
Technically, a normal person would dip their toe into a pool, okay, and like to check the water. Normally the big toe. Now you can't really say that with the Shiesty Mike.
Where is he getting these photos from? Look at her feet. What's with that bone protruding? I'm sorry, you got some ugly feet, girl. Ain't nothing sexy about your feet. You can't even put no nail polish on it and make it look better. Yeah, like she got bird feet. I ain't liking it. Pootones. Phantoms. Girl, go put you on some gym shoes and get out of them sandals.
Because all the toes are big. And technically the second toe is bigger than the big toe, but look, I'm getting off track.
The second toe is bigger than the big toe. Look at that. That is disgusting. You remember that movie Shallow Hall? It's called Shallow Hall. And his friend, there was this guy on there. And his friend was dating this one girl. And her toes looked just like Meghan. And he was talking about the toe. He was like, that big toe, that long toe is bigger than the other toes. It's really ugly. I'm sorry. You got some ugly feet, girl. Let me look at my feet. Oh, yeah, I got some cute feet. Hello, Jen. Oh, she's got the bone surgically removed. Ooh, that sounds like it would hurt. Ew. But what about this toe right here? That is. Mega toe. She's got some ugly feet. Now, I've never talked about her hair. I don't talk about her clothes too much. And I don't talk about her appearance too much. I think she's a nice looking lady. She's not that bad looking. But here's the deal. These toes. Ooh, Harry, how are you doing that? How you putting up with them toes?
My point is this. She's not really dipping her foots or pontoons or jet skis into a pool, more like an ocean. Okay, but that would make more sense. She is swimming in that Kim Kardashian pool or ocean, whatever. I'm telling you, she's in it. Now, segue this, okay? Segue this. You got to put a pin in this because this is all related here. Kim Kardashian and Kim Kardashian's mother, Kris Jenner, okay? Follow this. Took a photo where they were both really, it wasn't like a photo where they just took a photo and they both are just kind of like, okay, we're taking a photo. They were really excited to take a photo with Dorito Conchita Gonzalez, the scat champion of 1962. Not New Orleans, Louisiana. All right. Who later fell on hard times. Things didn't go well. She, sometimes you hang with the wrong crowd. You get in with the wrong crowd. She made some bad decisions, some poor decisions. She ended up selling that world championship trophy at a pawn shop in New Orleans for $7. That's not the point. The point is they both leaned in to take a good photo with Dorito Conchita Gonzalez. All right. Dorito's at this big shindig deal. Shiesty Meisty wasn't even there. But they're really taking a photo with her. Now, think about this too. If I would have said to you 8 years ago, you know what? Prince Harry is going to be on a ski trip with just him and this dude. Who's the dude? It's going to be Kris Jenner's alleged boyfriend.
That was weird.
Who dresses very effeminate and likes to wear like pearl necklaces and shit.
He likes the money.
And these two dopes are going to, by the way, who used to be Justin Bieber's manager, allegedly, and was also connected to Diddy. They're going to go on a ski vacation together, just him and H. If I would have told you that 8 years ago, you'd have been like, get the hell out. What? That's never going to happen. It's never going to happen in a million years. He's not going to be around these losers. Yes, he is.
He is.
They went on a ski trip together. Don't forget that connection, okay? Because there's a lot going on here.
She looked like she wore a size.
Oh, please. No. What's the big deal? Just two fellas, my security, of course, and maybe a half a gallon of Elizabeth Arden cream. I mean, what could go wrong? I mean, I will ski. There's a possibility of frostbite. You know what I mean?
I got big feet. I do. I wear a size 9 or 10. But her feet is bigger than mine. And she's wearing a size 12. Easy. Her feet just looks huge.
I had to check. It was, you never know. Listen. So he goes. So then, on top of which,
size 9.
So they take a photo with Dorito. You got H skiing with Kris Jenner's alleged boyfriend. Okay, you want to talk about swimming in the ocean with these people? Now she goes on this lady, Emma, Grind, whatever. She goes on this lady's podcast. Now I don't know nothing about this lady. However, I did a little quick search. Turns out she's an 8% stakeholder of Skims with Skims, which was allegedly Spanx. And they decided to do one or two different things to it. And all of a sudden became Skins. And don't forget, this is Kim Kardashian, who also, in her brilliance, was trying to trademark the name kimono. Okay? Oh my God. Can we kimono? They won't let me. Japan won't let me have that. They've only been using it for 4,000 years. What's the big deal? Oh my God. It's kimono. Get it? I'm Kim. It's a kimono. It doesn't make any sense. It's shapewear. A kimono is like a loose fitting robe. Nothing makes sense. Okay, fine. She's like, what about ninja or sushi or sayonara? Does any of that work? No? Okay. Oh my God, whatever. Listen. So now here's another thing. Okay. So now we've got all the connections drilled out. Okay. Now, you know that Shiesty is getting ready to go into reality something. Okay. I'm telling you, they're getting close. All right. She did this stupid thing with the H the other day, this grainy 1965 home movies that they've got. All of that. I still got to do another video on that after you guys' comments and a little more looking. That's a whole nother story. Anyways, I'm telling you, she's getting ready to.
Oh, you got a little tiny
gearing her in that direction.
So do you.
That's where it's going. So she goes on this podcast, but this goes terribly wrong. Just like every other decision that they've made lately I don't know if this is the new team. I don't know who this is, but everything goes wrong. Now, let's get right to the video here. I know I've had to make all these connections. Oh, and by the way, here's another thing. There's going to be something that comes to light here that we previously, or at least I previously, thought was a fake photo. Okay, and let's get into it. All right. So this is one of the trailers. Okay. Now, right off the bat, you've got Scheissmeist. First of all, this yacht does not wear blue, dark blue, navy blue, whatever the hell this is. Okay, beige, brown, eggshell, tan, whatever, anything but blue.
Yeah.
Okay? She's in blue, and there's a reason why. All right. By the way, she loves swinging this left paw all over the place, trying to hit the camera person in the bowls.
She never wears blue.
She's got this suit on like she's going to work. She's like, oh my God, this is like I'm on the set of Suits. Just I remember. Suits too big. Again, by the way, segue again. The Drew Barrymore, same bullshit on the Drew Barrymore. Same deal, same look, same thing. Exactly the same thing. Okay. Big pantsuit, the whole deal. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now she comes up here, right? Now you got to pay attention to this. Right here is the discovery, folks. She's got these fingers right here, right? Instead of grabbing it like a normal person, she has these ET fingers here. She's got ET toes, ET finger toes. We pointed this out. I've done many research on this. Her toes point up to the sky, all that other stuff. But she's got ET fingers, okay? Now, watch this. Remember that, I'll put it up. Remember the Girl Scout cookie photo where she had her fingers up in finger quotes holding the box with the other digits? And I'm like, who in the hell would hold a box like that? Turns out that might be legitimate because this is her thing, right? She grabs things weird. Look, both the fingers are up. Like just like the air quotes, just like she was holding the box. It might be real. She really does have ET fingers. Okay? Keep going. Now, she's also, here's the deal. Not only does she have buttons up here, buttons here, she's got buttons all over the place, right? Oh, please. H is the legendary button twirler of all time, right? World champion. She's also got the Peaky Blinders vest on here, okay? If this outfit couldn't look more manly, now she's got a vest on here. What's next? A pocket watch? Okay. Takes a sip of the tea, right? Look at the fingers. Something's up with the fingers. They don't want to make contact. They don't want to make contact. Now she spills the tea, and this is like, oh, get it? We're spilling the tea. Oh my God, that's so hysterical. Okay. And it goes into this whole thing. Now watch this. Now here's part 2 of this whole shindig. All right, you ready for this? Check this out.
I've never seen this before.
She's grabbing the tea. Now this is a totally different shot because look at the fingers now. Okay, this is a totally different shot. Who knows? With her, she probably had to do 100 of them. Oh my God, it's not good enough. By the way, we're gonna break this down too. So she spills.
Oh.
Careful, Meghan.
Now look who's mainly in the frame here, and look who's standing. She is playing second fiddle. This lady's running the show, and she's not used to it, and she don't like it.
Right.
The tea is hot.
Okay. Now she is taking the lead. This is the alpha. This is the omega right here. Okay. Okay. Bang. Now watch this. Okay. Now let's break this down. All right. So check this out. So I don't know anything about this lady other than I just looked up their percentages of the scams thing. Okay. However, her husband, his name is Jens. He seems like the majority stakeholder, whatever. This lady, Emma, owns 8%. Kim Kardashian has 35%, and I believe Jens has a more of a bulk portion, maybe 50% or above. And then whatever the differences are, like some other investors, possibly. Okay, this is just what my research showed. But one thing I want to show you is this. This lady is wearing the white. She's running the show. This probably set Shiesty off right off the bat, right? Puts Shiesty on the back foot. Then she looks, she's dialed in. She looks really presentable. I mean, this Pirates of the Caribbean,
she's relatable
right here. I don't know what's going on here. This necklace is gaudy as all hell. But okay, other than that, she's pressed, sharp.
Susan.
Buttons look good. Everything looks good. Okay, she's not the snuffleupagus wrinkleless here, the shiestiest of the wrinklemeisters.
You have to be authentic.
Now you could just tell right off the bat. Let's go back.
Just be authentic. Did you see my baby mama dance?
You see my baby mama dance? You see my baby mama dance?
You see my baby mama dance?
Okay. Shiesty
you see me twerking in the hospital?
Authentic.
You see me making a fool out of
my baby mama dance? I mean, stop it. First of all, can I just tell you that
you hear that laugh? Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me right now?
to be authentic. Did you see my baby mama dance? I mean, stop it. First of all.
Did you see my baby mama dance? Did you see me twerking it, girl? I went viral. I'm up there, girl. I am on the map now. That twerking video got me on the map. I got it going on. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it.
Oh, can I just tell you?
What is going on, lady? Chill out.
The timing of that. That's
okay. Left hand always up. Now look at this shit. She's got these huge shoulder pads on, right? This looks, she's wrinkled as all shit here. This looks bad. Okay. I don't know why she's wearing this, whatever's going on here. She's got to look down. Left hand always by the face. Always by the face, the left hand. Okay. No matter what. Right?
Timing of that.
She thinks it's so hysterical.
We maybe watched it like 20 times yesterday. And I was like, is that her? Oh my God.
Okay. Now we got more left hand by the face for no apparent reason. Now she's got to rub the hair. By the way, the hair is like allegedly extensioned out of her mind. Like, what is going on here?
She thickened
what is
it
going
up.
on here? Why does your hair look like it looks so thick? It's ridiculous.
It's thick.
You know what I mean?
Prince Harry there with the fingers and the. I was like, okay, yeah, okay. Get on, Harry. Let's go. But I think it's. But that's you, right? Like that.
No, this is the part that just kills her.
Yeah, this is it right here.
Somebody is talking over.
That's you,
Shice
right?
And dominating the conversation. Shice doesn't know how to deal with this. You got to think every single interview, except for Drew Barrymore, who kind of slid in that dig about Princess Diana and the fact that it was the greatest day ever. She was like, "This was the greatest day of my life." I mean, you're nothing compared to her. It wasn't. You're not even close.
No,
it was the most wonderful day in the world, and I met her. You know what I mean? That crushed Meghan right there on the show. However, most everybody spit shine polishes the Shice Mice's hiney. Not this lady. Oh, I can't wait for this whole thing.
That's you in a way that we kind of haven't been able to see you before. And
look at the batting of the eyes. Look at the batting of the eyes.
Been able to see you before, and I did. Like,
she's like, oh my God, bitch!
The batting of the eyes. Is she nervous?
This microphone right into your eyeball.
She's not nervous. She's
like a little secret cheer because I was like, well, that's what I kind of want to see from you. Like, I want to see that happiness and that honesty.
Realness and fun. No, authentic, being yourself, someone that is relatable to people. You're not relatable. She doesn't come across as someone that I would have a great conversation with, because most of the time she would be talking about herself and how great and wonderful she is and all her important stuff. And it would be a boring date. A boring dinner date, very boring and self-absorbed and self-centered. This lady dissed Meghan in her face and said, you need more to be authentic, to be yourself. She gave her that advice. She was trying to give Meghan some advice under the table. Under the table. She was trying to give Meghan some advice on how to be relatable, giving her some PR tips. She doesn't think she needs any help. She can't be coached. She can't be influenced. No one can impact her, put inside her, give her things. As for instance, this lady's trying to give her something, trying to tell her, this is the way you be authentic, is being yourself all the time. Not when it's not at a twerk off. It's all the time. Be relatable. Stop putting on airs. Stop acting like you at an interview. Stop pretending that we want to hear about how great and wonderful you are, but we want to hear about how real you are. It's just so not there that it hurts her brand. That no matter what she does, no matter what she says, she's still going to fall flat. Listen to this. Real.
Look at the batting of the eyes.
Been able to see you before, and I did like.
She's like, oh my God, bitch! I'm going to shove this microphone right into your eyeball. Okay.
Like a little secret cheer, because I was like, well, that's what I kind of want to see from you. Like, I want to see that happiness and that honesty.
Now watch the jaw clench. Okay, watch the jaw clench. Her eye is she has a sty in her eye for one's wide open, one's like it's like cocked. She's having like a twitch moment here.
Seeing that, like, well, that's what I kind of want to see from you. Like, I want to see that happiness and that honesty. And
look at the jaw. What? Just slow mo this, okay? Look at the jaw.
Realness.
Look at that shit right there. Whoa. Coño, man. She looked like she been to Colombia, man. Coño, man.
Not like, I don't give a
But also, by the way.
Okay, now, here's Buzzkill Sharkle. Okay? First of all, when the twerking video came out, and I've said this on multiple occasions, anytime she looks like she's actually trying to be somewhat, remotely, enjoying herself, I'm assuming she is on major substances. I don't care if it's a bunch of wine, something. Okay,
she had to be so loose, doing something with Harry.
Somewhat remotely, enjoying herself. I'm assuming she is on major substances. I don't care if it's a bunch of wine, something. Okay, she had to be so loosey-goosey, and so did H, because she is so wound tight.
Yes, Susan, so I'll try to get to him tonight.
This lady's just like, oh, you know what? It was. This is what I want to see. This is great. And now, Shice my big buzzkill.
I kind of want to see from you. Like, I want to see that happiness and that honesty and that, like, I don't give a.
But also, by the way, that wasn't yesterday.
No,
that was 4 years ago. So it's also a really great reminder that with all the noise or whatever people do.
I mean, could you imagine? Like, oh my God, you sound like the substitute teacher that doesn't know anything that showed up, or the HR person that you got to go see, and they want to sit and you know what I mean? It's just like, oh, for F's sake, please, where's the window? I want to jump out the window like
just fly out.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, what are you talking about? Like,
nothing.
Oh my God, just talk about bringing the energy down.
Yes.
There's her whole life.
You know what? As much as
she brings the energy down. She's got a great interviewer. She aced it to me. She asked her some legitimate questions, and Meghan fell flat like a pancake. And it was so unfortunate because this was an opportunity for her to be great. That's what me and Dictator was talking about earlier. Hello, GBZ. Yeah, she wears a size 12. Oh, Diddy Bird, you're so cute. Watch how she changes. The atmosphere in the room is already gone. She's not relatable. So the atmosphere isn't fun. She brings down the room. She brings down the energy in the room because she's the only one in her world, on her stuff. And so she relates to no one in the room. She's like a deer with the headlights.
Disapprove of Brooke and her, fur fantasy, whatever that excursion. I totally get her wanting to shut this shit down.
A real, authentic, fun life that's happening behind the scenes.
By the way, here's another thing. Anybody that has a real anything fun, I disapprove of Brooke and her, fur fantasy, whatever that excursion. I totally get her wanting to shut this shit down.
a real, authentic, fun life that's happening behind the scenes.
By the way, here's another thing. Anybody that has a real anything, fun, outgoing, quiet, whatever your situation is, you don't have to prove it to anybody, nor do you give a shit what anybody thinks, because you know it's happening.
I'm just grateful that now.
And here's the
Stop trying to prove yourself to everyone. Since she's been sitting on this platform, when she talks, she opens up her mouth and she starts bragging about herself and talking about herself, and it's not authentic. It's weird. It's embarrassing. It's off.
Going, quiet, whatever your situation is, you don't have to prove it to anybody, nor do you give a shit what anybody thinks, because you know it's happening.
I'm just grateful that now.
And here's the other thing that gives her away. She goes on about the noise.
Yesterday, no, that was 4 years ago. So it's also a really great reminder that with all the noise or whatever.
A reminder to who?
Right.
To who?
To
you
who,
have
Meghan?
to remind people that you're fun?
To who?
That I was fun 4 years ago when it looked like I was, out of my gourd. And so is H.
People do. There's a whole life, a real, authentic, fun life that's happening behind the scenes.
I'm fun. I'm fun. Okay. Can't you tell? Can't you tell how much freaking fun I am? I'm so fun. Please. Just ask whoever those kids are that show up once in a while and we take photos. They'll tell you I'm fun. I'm the fun one. Now, one more clip I want to show you. All right, this is where it gets real deep, real quick. Okay, so listen to this.
If you could rewrite your public narrative from scratch, is there anything that you would do differently?
Yes, I would ask people to tell the truth.
Okay. Do you believe the balls? I would ask people to tell the truth.
Right.
First of all, here's the thing too. Like, if you know the truth, you're not really worried about what everybody else thinks because you know the truth. If you're really a fun person, you don't have to. I thought she was out of the prove it game. All she wants to do is prove it.
That's it.
And even in the previous clip, she's like, there's all this noise.
She's trying to prove her self-worth. She's trying to show the world that she's so important and she's got it going on because she's a female founder, because she has as ever, because she has Lemonado. She is trying to push herself into our homes. It's disgusting to me. It is. It's sad almost that she can't relate to people. It's sad.
Noise out there. It's like clearly she and H are so vain and so narcissistic that they probably spend the majority of their time. I'm sure they are watching not every channel, but a lot of channels. I'm sure they are reading every single article they can get their hands on of the reputable, the normal, the Daily Mail, Page 6, whatever, Hello, Radar, Daily Beast, whatever, all that kind of stuff.
That's right, Brooke Shields.
Something that's like,
Walking
Weekly, or I'm sure they're not giving a shit about that. But I know for a fact, I know they have to be glued to every little detail and every little thing that people say about them. And can you believe this is the clips that they put out? So think about this. So Shiesty didn't control the narrative. She got talked over. Nobody's done that to Shiesty yet. So she hates that shit. Where this person
she does not like to be interrupted.
And interrupting her to boot. She couldn't wear the clothes that she wanted because that wasn't her vibe and her style.
Like to be interrupted.
And she's got the Peaky Blinders little man vest on now. Markle Macron. I'm telling you, this is going from bad to worse. And I'm telling you, stick in there because we've all been waiting for this train wreck to finally, go somewhere. And I believe that we are, at that cusp of it actually going somewhere where we're going to see something, some juicy shit. Anyways, who loves you, baby? Hope you guys are all doing great. And you guys have a wonderful day. All right.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm looking for the body language guy. What's the name of his podcast, Susan? Yeah, I don't see it. Mm-mm. People's reaction to the video. Where's the body language guy? The Royal Road. That's the name of it. Sorry about that, guys. Give me a sec here. Here we go. Susan, this is an hour. So let me see about this one. That's 59 minutes. Okay. Susan, we're going to have to do that another day. That one's pretty long. The truth. Got it. Thank you, Susan. It's about an hour and something. So normally I would go ahead and do it, but we're going to have to do him next time. Yeah. Will you remind me, Susan? I'll put it in my I'll put him in my playlist. Let's see, where is it? Right here. I'm going to add it to my playlist. And then that way we'll watch it next time. Hello, Meghan Markle. Oh, it's 10 minutes? Okay, let me find it. Okay, that's 3 days ago. Let me see, was it a live? Yep, I think it was a live video. Here, I don't see it. Okay, I have. Wow, where is it? It's not on here. Does he have another page? Yeah, the last time he was on, it says 3 days ago. And the only one I'm seeing right now is, yeah. Yes, yeah, you're gonna have to send me the link, Susan, because I'm not finding it. 10 minutes. It says an hour. His first one, Letitia. Let me show you again, Susan. Did he take it down? Okay, here it is. Here it is. It's under the body language guy. That's what I looked at. Oh, he has two channels, the Royal Rogue or the body language guy. What did you tell me to look up? I do apologize. I found it. Anyway, let's get to it.
So, and I love being in the kitchen.
And first a black woman to be in Shark Tank, and they were talking about business for 90 minutes. And if you think that's boring, yeah, you're absolutely sure it was. I was watching that at 2x speed.
It was
and for
boring.
some reason it felt like 3 hours. So no, the math ain't mathing at it was that bad.
Math
it was
ain't
that
mathing.
boring. But in those 90 minutes, I got 3 brutal, blatant,
He
massive
said the
clips
math ain't
that
mathing.
were worth it. One about she loving and liking to cook and be in the kitchen.
Sorry, Susan.
We're going to be talking about this real soon. A second one about Serena Williams and her success, which didn't go well with Meghan. A third one about the future of As Ever, if there is a future, and a couple more that you absolutely must watch. But before we begin, you must know that my book about reading face emotions, my complete guide on her jam or her spread or whatever was not tasty or delicious, but was made them happy somehow.
Truth be told, I had just been making a lot of jams and preserves at home and sharing them as holiday gifts with a lot of friends. And it was one morning, beginning of the new year, so many friends at the same time had texted saying,
So many friends.
I don't know what it is, but your jam just making me so happy.
I don't know what it is, but your jam is making me so happy. I find this odd.
Is making me happy. What's in the jam that's making people happy? Hello, Meg Soon. That don't even make sense. People were calling me and telling me that the jam made them so happy. It was so happy. I was happy about the jam. Like, how does jam make you happy? You put something in it?
Happy is not a word that you use to describe something that you eat. You say that it's tasty or delicious or something, but happy, I was wondering if it wasn't Doria that by accident she put some of her,
right. You're not buying the jam for to be happy. You're buying the jam for the taste and the goodness of it. But you're not buying the jam to feel good. Edibles. He's right. You don't buy jam for because it makes you happy. You buy it for the taste. So was it good? Did they enjoy it? She never talked about that.
Her own stuff in the mix, and that's what made Meghan's friends happy. We don't know, but that was odd. You know that words have weight, but that was the start of the brand As Ever. She was talking about her show. She was talking about her podcast.
Yep.
I'm talking about all of that, but I found interesting this clip when they were discussing, and Emma mentions the possibility that As Ever might or might not continue as a brand.
And how are you really thinking about that? Because obviously the brand will live in between the show. It's going to live while the show, if the show doesn't continue, it will just, I'm assuming that the brand just continues to grow.
Of course.
So how
I saw Meghan with with a nod that is not convincing at all. It's like
to grow. So how
of course, and there's this rapid
doesn't
linking
have
that
a
she does.
clue.
It's so fast. I'm gonna play it in slow-mo. So you see it fluttering in the air. Oh my God. We know the show is going to have a second season. We don't know if it's going to have a third season. We have no idea. But as of the brand as ever. Oh yeah, they were talking about the arrest talk, and maybe we can talk about that clip in a minute. But I found it odd. I found it odd that the question. I'm assuming
that the brand just continues to grow. So how?
Yeah, of course, a brand that was launched in 45 minutes was just kaput, and that's it. Is the end of that? No, it's gonna be a restocking, but we still don't know when. But the clip about Serena Williams. The clip about Serena Williams is really concerning because Serena's her friend, right? You could think that Serena's her friend, but this happened.
And my dear friend Serena, who I'm sure you know.
I love Serena. She's like my girl crush. Talk about successful entrepreneur, by the way.
Oh yeah, yeah. She's doing so well.
She didn't like that.
I mean, she's literally.
She didn't like that she started talking highly about Serena. You know, saying, "Yeah, I was at her. Like I know her. I know who she is. I hang around her." Called it soup. Kurt Russell called it soup. Be sure to like the video. Like the video, guys. CBD jam. Hey, I probably would have bought me a jar then. Not me buying. Not a. Let's get back to the body language guy.
You saw that? You spotted it? You see it? Okay, first of all,
yeah, I saw
Meghan
it.
mentioned Serena.
And, my dear friend Serena.
And then Emma goes all fangirling about Serena. She is my girl crush. She is so amazing. She's so successful.
And I'm sure you know.
I love Serena. She's like my girl crush. Talk about successful entrepreneur, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That oh yeah was extremely condescending. And also I can spot there's a bit of contempt in that smile. I see the left lip corner. Meghan's left lip corner is pulling a bit more than the right one. So I could say that is I will give Meghan a pass. You know that in every video analysis I give Meghan at least 2 passes. I'm going to spend 1 pass on this one, but still that oh yeah, it was a bit I don't know. Oh yeah. Okay, can we move on? Why are you saying that she's so successful? We're talking about me right now.
She's doing so well.
She's doing so well.
She's doing so well.
Okay, she's shaking her head. You know that sometimes we shake our heads to emphasize something. She's doing so well. That is a possibility. But one thing that we absolutely do not do is that you see what she did?
Her teeth.
With her jaw? Oh my God. There's a bit.
So well.
There's a bit of a tension in there. Her jaw going to one side. It's like and I made sure to include the clip that goes immediately after that, just in case you had doubts. Oh, Jesus, maybe she was going to say something, and that something that she was going to say starts with No, she doesn't say anything. she makes a pause. In fact, she pauses.
She's doing so well.
She's killing.
Notice there was a pause. There was a silence. She was saying nothing. So the jaw to one side. She is doing so well. Why are we talking about Serena? Why are we talking about that? You know that Meghan comes to these shows to talk about herself. And that's why when Emma, at some point when Emma was talking about, well, her own experience, this is not an interview, this is a podcast. So both the host and the guests get to talk maybe the same amount of time, or let's say 30 and 70%. But anyway, Emma was talking about herself. And now we know
loves
that you're talking about yourself in the vicinity of the Duchess of Sausages. You better make sure that it's less than 15 seconds, because that's what took Meghan to go from delighted to bored out of her mind. And let's watch this.
You get it really wrong. God knows I got it wrong enough times. Oh my God. Yeah, because you know what? Certainly for me, there was such a sense of desperation to just get something done that the first person that was like, hey, we believe in you. I was like, great, me too, let's go. And then we passed a bit that enough times just get something done that and then we passed a bit that.
You notice that how interesting, and I'm going to play this
doesn't
by
give
myself
a dang
in slow motion,
about
so you don't have
what
to listen
this
to
woman is saying.
Meghan's voice again.
She's not learning anything from her. She's not receiving anything from Emma, and Emma is kicking butt with this interview. She was letting Meghan know, oh yeah, I know Serena too. She went to my girl crush event talking about entrepreneurship. Yeah. Made her look like, in other words, you can't compete with her. She's on another level. She dissed Meghan in this video. She did. She really said put some little hints there and there, here and there, that Meghan probably didn't like. Let's see what he's got for us.
But this is in the first 3 seconds. Oh, you're talking about yourself? How great! How great! Meghan has a let's say it's a genuine smile. It's pressing the cheeks, and the cheeks are pressing the eyes. Looks a bit forced, but let's say it's a genuine smile. I'm not going to use a pass on this one. Please, Meghan is a regular guest in my channel, so let's give her let's cut her some slack in here. First 3 seconds, then okay, I'm getting bored. This is like okay, can we switch topics and begin talking about me? I have only 90 minutes to talk about myself. Can we cut it off? And then
down that the first person
and
talk
Meghan
about what I want to talk
some
about.
kind of sound from her throat.
just get something done.
I was like, oh no, I want to talk about myself. And then
And then past a bit that
oh, how interesting. And she does that. She does that. Oh my God, you have to have, this is the actual clip in slow motion. Oh, how interesting. And she puts that face. Your 15 seconds of talking about yourself, Emma, are up. Can we move on to me? And right after that, she did this. I'm going to include a bonus clip. She did exactly this. I'm going to play this. Pay attention to her face. And at the captions, of course. And then we're going to play it in slow motion.
But when you look at this partnership,
she does it again. And then the heavy, rapid blinking. How many times?
but when you look at this partnership,
Oh my God, that was like 6. I count 6 times. And she clenches her jaw because, yeah, you're 20 seconds talking about yourself. It's my turn to talk. So she clenches her jaw and blinks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wow.
4. Just 5. Just 5 times in like what? In 1 second. And clenching her jaw and saying, I'm bored. Let's talk about myself. But at some point, she had the opportunity to talk about herself. Meghan had the opportunity to talk about herself. And it was that clip that we saw at the beginning. And I think that this is one of the worst mask slips that I've seen Meghan in my, let's say, in my YouTube career.
Wow.
We have analyzed Meghan a couple times, more than a couple times. And I could say that this is already one of my top 3 mask slips ever.
Wow.
Let's watch this again as you saw it at the beginning of this video.
And I love being in the kitchen. I've always loved cooking. So, and I love being in the kitchen. I've always loved cooking. So, and I love being in the kitchen. I've always loved cooking.
I know that it can be hard to spot everything at once. It was really quick. And it started with a passing fine gesture of her fixing. She was fixing her sleeve while she was saying, I love being in the kitchen. And she does this kind of protective gesture, putting her arm over her chest. That is a protective gesture. She is looking down at the same time. Again, the shaking of the head doesn't mean much because you can say, I love being in the kitchen. And that's something that we can say. We can say that way. We could see anybody doing that gesture to emphasize the fact that someone loves being in the kitchen. But she is protecting herself, okay, fixing her sleeve. She is keeping her head down. I don't know about you, but I don't think this face is of someone who is actually delighted or happy with something. But this was maybe a transition phase. It was not an actual gesture. It was a transition from one expression to the other. The last one is that the one that I really found concerning. It's like this. This was the actual mask slip. And this was like one, I don't know which fraction of a second. It was like, I don't know how many frames, just very few frames, and right there.
Wow.
Does this look like somebody who likes kitchen and cooking?
She's upset.
Right?
She's not talking about.
Do you need an actual?
She doesn't like
body
that.
language analysis of that. Well, this isn't a body language analysis. This is how you spot in milliseconds something that happens. That could be quite a challenge if you're seeing it for just the first time, or you looking at somebody's face in real time and you don't have the luxury of, turning back time or watching in slow motion. You have to see this.
And I love being in the kitchen. I've always loved cooking. So.
And I'm going to play this until this so.
And I love being in the kitchen. I've always loved cooking. So.
And there's another clip in which there's a close up.
And I love being in the kitchen. I've always loved cooking. So.
You know how fast it was? But it's there. And that was the magic behind doing the slow motion. Again, this was painful to watch. 90 minutes. There are other clips that I'm going to discuss in my...
It was extremely painful. Put a 1 in the chat if you've seen it. It is so painful. It hurt. Me and Dictator was watching it earlier today here on the channel, and we were going through it. We only got halfway through it. So tomorrow, hopefully, we get through it.
Royal Rogue channel. Make sure that you follow me on my Royal Rogue channel. It's more like royal gossip. This channel, the body language guy, is more about my body language analysis. But make sure if you want the royal gossip, go for my Royal Rogue channel. And I will be discussing other parts of the interview in there because it was a little hard to digest. But from a body language perspective, it was absolute gold. Now remember that if you remember what was the code, with the code Meghan LO.
Let's give it up for the body language guy. You go, boy. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Awesome, awesome. Susan, let's thanks. I want to thank Susan for your suggestion, bringing it on. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Susan. Get up for Susan. Now, I want to see who's the leader. Wait, oh. I want to see who the leader is. Okay, I'm going to read off the winners. Lizzie is in first place. Michelle is in second place. Susan is in third place. Let's start over. Lizzie is in first place. Congratulations. Way to go, Susan. Lizzie. Way to go, Lizzie. Let's put some hearts in the chat for Lizzie for winning. Can you guys put some hearts in the chat for Lizzie for me? I'm going to start it off. Congratulations, Lily, for being number 1. Number 2 is Michelle. Congratulations, Michelle. Susan, you're number 3. Congratulations. Highly sensitive introvert. You are number 4. And it says GBOHAL. Who is that? Let me see who that is. Oh, GBZ. GBC is number 5. Melissa. Michelle, you're number 2. Melissa, you're number 6. Number 7 is March On. Number 8 is Meg Soon. Number 9 is Meghan Markle. And number 10 is Melissa. Surprised Melissa's such at the bottom. She has some great stuff tonight. Listen, congratulations to the top 3 winners. And guys, this has been so fun. I love you guys so much. Thank you to my members. I appreciate you hanging out with me tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, thank you, Susan, for the body language video. And check out these people that we introduced you to. We had Paris Hilton tonight. We had Perez Hilton. We had the body language guy and proper wise guy. We did it up tonight. 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 Yay. We did it up tonight. Woo. All right. Okay, guys. I will see you tomorrow, probably either during the day or tomorrow night. Kisses and have a wonderful day or night, whatever time it is where you are. Kisses to you all.